Hey yo, it's your boy Cooler Divine, and we are on the Stress Free Radio Show, Cooler Beats Radio, coolerbeats.net, as we are each and every day from 5 to 7 p.m. on Cooler Beats Radio. And you know, we got a lot going on. I want to talk to my co-host, and her name is T Dizzle.
What's good, Cooler? Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, no question, man.
You know
T
I mean?
Dizzle of Tornado
I'm all
Gang.
about that stress free.
Okay, that's what we're doing here today on the Stress Free Radio Show, of course, keeping stress at bay. So Dizzle,
Talk to me.
Tornado Gang.
Bang bang.
Who is Tornado Gang, and how did you become part of that?
Who is Tornado Gang?
Yep.
Well, basically, Tornado Gang is it's a group of guys. You know, females too, but like the main ones is a bunch of DJs, which are DJ Don DeMarco. You know, it's a well-known name. Everybody knows DJ.
Don DeMarco.
Shout out to Ja Rule's DJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's also part of the whole Desert Storm.
Right.
So that's that. We got DJ 3 Stacks.
Uh-huh.
You know
Shout
what I mean?
out to
He's
DJ 3 Stacks.
definitely the hood DJ, but he's also been around, for a while. He's been part of the team, also Desert Storm as well.
They stay dropping, like one of the few DJs I know that stay dropping mixtapes
Yeah.
religiously.
Definitely,
Still, to
he's
this day.
like king of the mixtapes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also got DJ Cassius Clay.
Cash Clay, shouts to
You
him.
know what I mean? He definitely does all the parties. He can do your baby showers. You know what I mean? Your
Funerals.
little kids party. You know what I mean? The repast, bar
Yeah.
mitzvahs. He's that type of a guy. You know, he got it all. You know.
You need somebody, all types of soldiers in the game.
Definitely.
Basically to cover all
And
bases.
then me, I'm T Dizzle, but sometimes I get to selecting some songs every now and then
Yeah.
on the Monday night mixtape at 10 p.m. On
I saw-
Titans Radio.
I saw Dizzle grow up, man. She wasn't touching them turntables, but everybody in her crew is a DJ, so.
But I definitely don't call myself a DJ, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I call myself the selector because
Okay.
I like to select them tunes, you know what I mean? Have some
like the
fun.
Jamaicans or select
You know what I mean? And that's about it.
So Dizzle, as I asked all my guest co-hosts, you're gonna help me interview my guests here today on the Stress Free Radio Show.
Of course, why not? This is what I do.
And who we have here is the Ryan Show, ladies and gentlemen, man. Ryan Show in the building.
Yes. Woo!
The Ryan Show, ladies and gentlemen, they keep it busy nowadays. I don't know if you want to gram following the Ryan Show. Follow at the Ryan Show. Follow my girl T Dizzle at
_ T Dizzle. That's _ TDIZZLETG for Tornado Gang.
Bang. Right. So now that I got the Ryan Show here, I can ask you a question everybody was asking me. First of all, they approached me one day like, yo, Ruler, you doing good out there. You coming up. I was like, wow, what you say? What are you talking about? What? I saw some white people interviewed you. I said, oh, you mean the Ryan Show? They said, yeah, who are they? I said, I don't know. But now I know.
I know. Could be lawyers. We're mistaken for the Lost Boy lawyers all the time.
Lost Boy lawyers.
Yeah, that happens, yeah.
Epstein and Gold.
Epstein and Gold.
Run with it. Just
Yeah,
make the
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever works. But yeah, no, it's an honor to be here. It's Stress Free Radio.
Bang, bang.
Thank you.
Stress free. You know?
I feel no stress. I feel great. It's good to be here. This is a great studio setup.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard
thank you.
so many legendary tales of this studio.
Oh.
So it
great to
definitely
be
has
here.
some legendary tales in it.
You just added some more.
Yeah.
Just another legendary tale.
With Hamptons Dave here, which we have to get this out of the way. At Hamptons Dave.
Yep.
We need to increase these followers.
Yeah,
Okay.
follow me.
At Hampton's Day.
Yeah.
At
The
Ryan
social
Show
life.
At Hampton's Day.
Yeah.
Follow me.
The
Cool.
social media
Yep.
is definitely the wave now.
Yeah, it
definitely
is.
gotta have a following. That's like your backing.
Right.
They don't take you seriously.
Yeah, you gotta have something or somebody knows something.
I'm kind of that way too. I fell victim. Like one of the first things I looked at is people's followers and all that. You know, it's the way. I guess it's a way of life now. So
You can tell
I
with
mean,
those lights.
sometimes it's not even about the followings. You know what I mean? That person could be just not about the social media.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And maybe have some good connections with them. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
It's a younger crowd that's always on it. You can always tell the fake followers when it's like a butterfly icon and like some Hebrew name.
yeah, see, it's some weird stuff. So it's like,
Well, mad numbers in the name.
The numbers in it.
yeah, it's like, how did you get that in there?
So man, I want to ask you, Corny, how did Ryan Show get started? I want to know why.
Why did
And
it
what?
started?
What was one of the worst things that the Ryan Show went through to get to this spot right here? Well, to the Stress Free Radio Show.
It's been quite a ride. There's been many different segments, I guess, like of our history.
Yeah.
I first started the show alone, and I do it with my friend Matt, who's actually he's frisking people now. Matt Rojano. He's our Mexican friend. He's great. The guy knows. He is also a translator as well, which also comes very much in handy. We grew up with the guy. Oh, he's the best man. And it's a shame he's not here. He's out there working. Normally he's our driver and security, but no Matt tonight. But anyway, we started together. We brought Hamptons Dave, or David Lacazio.
Yeah, but at the time,
as his family calls him. He was working across the street. We actually used to both work in restaurants. And part of the reason why I started the show was we just got kind of fed up of the whole 9 to 5 working for other people. And, I just thought of an idea to take what I was good at, which is, I guess, trying to entertain people.
Just
doing my best at
it started, we would just get together for 2-3 hours and just record us bullshitting. Hanging out, drinking a couple of beers, smoking a little bit, and just see where the conversation goes. And then it turned into, a bigger show every...
When you recorded it, what was it like on phones or whatever?
We used to do it on Spreaker, Spreaker.com.
Through the computer.
So
an online radio station. So we broadcast it, and then our friends would listen, and then they'd tell their friends.
That's my question.
And then the next thing the Hamptons started listening to it. And then it really blew up when we had first there was Hubba Promotions. I got to give a shout out to Hubba.
Yeah, shout out to Hubba.
Hubba actually was the first one that helped me monetize the show. He brought me to a venue where I got a part of the bar because I had enough listeners where I could bring people in to listen to the podcast. And this is when Dave had left. There was a point. You asked for a hard part. There was a.
I moved to the city in the Hamptons, and he kept
Hamptons
it going.
Dave, where did you go?
He left there.
You can't leave Hamptons.
I know.
The culture vulture took flight. But so that was definitely a hard point where I didn't have a co-host, and so I had to keep finding different guests week after week, and that's some crazy stories in itself. But there was a politician out in Southampton running for office, and she said some crazy racist remarks, and we gave her, and she got in all this trouble. She got interviewed by Hot 97, and it was like a big deal. I don't want to say her name in case I get sued or anything crazy.
Yeah, take it easy. Don't do that.
But she runs for public office, and she actually, I gave her a chance to I guess you could say, like, secure winning the election and give her, defend herself.
By getting on the Ryan Show.
By getting on the Ryan Show. So we brought the very first public show over to Southampton, and the whole town came. It was right after a big event, a big debate in Southampton town. So both the politicians that she was running against came, the whole town came out, and she dug the hole even deeper. So this was like, and mind you, it's a comedy show, so you can't make the stuff up. We tried to bridge the gap. She failed. But at that rate, that's actually where we...
I don't even think she liked the way you tried to bridge.
Oh, no, she was definitely... I mean, we were softballing her. Some people are actually just crazy racist. Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You can't change people. But that's when we actually stumbled across the legend, Mr. Cheeks, through Maggie Burns. Someone that...
Maggie Burns, yeah.
Maggie Burns.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was, I say June?
Wait, last year, dude?
This was this all happened so quick.
With the first show and everything?
Well, I started the show, like I said, the sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
So we brought it back in June was the first time we had it actually at a bar. And then from there, more and more people came, and it took off. We threw a big Styles P concert.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny, we were from the Hamptons. So it's like this white bread, ritzy culture, white bread culture, whatever. And we brought the Styles P concert. It was hilarious. I had cop friends of mine calling that I grew up like, what the hell are you doing on a Styles P concert out here? This is crazy. Everyone's on alert. So it was just, mind you,
it's so
nothing
crazy
happens.
that it works. That's how I felt when I saw you guys with Mr. Cheeks. Well, first of all, I felt like it's necessary to explain how important it was that you told that story about the who was she?
She was a crazy politician.
Yeah. Okay.
Crazy
because
politician.
the Ryan Show is, all right, everybody has like an online radio show, but the difference is they have an audience like right there, clapping, laughing at the jokes. You know what I'm saying? They take it's a little different. When I heard that you guys wanted to interview me, I was honored, by the way, and I came through. It was in a bar. I'm like, what you got? They had the stage set up and everything, lights and everything, and I'm like, and people coming in. I'm like, yo, this is different. You know what I'm saying? It's like working.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With how did you come up with the plan for the show? Like, it's first it starts off with the interviews for about an hour. Random people, like Stress Free Radio Show.
We actually switched up the format. Just recently, we kind of blended it all together. It all started once again, back in the summer when we had to find a way to be able to pay for a guy like Styles P to come out. So the only way to get $4,000 was, it would be one thing to have him on the interview and the podcast, but we need to have him perform. Mm-hmm. So we'd find outside venues to pay for the performance, and then we'd wrap the deal of the interview into it. So it would help blow our show up, and then the venue would spend money to have these artists out, and it was a win-win because we'd both get the promotion, publicity, so it worked out for everybody.
The venue to be promoted.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys kind of cornered the market, basically.
Pretty much,
yeah.
So hey, summer's coming. It's time to cash in. Anybody listening? Let's go. We got some parties. Big parties we're gonna be.
We've been in the city for what? Probably 20 shows now, right?
Maybe about 20 shows. What is it?
What's the information if they want to write it down right now?
You can look at it right now. The past shows are all on the iTunes and the podcast. If you look at your phone, it says podcast. If you really look through it, and you can just look for the Ryan Show. It's right there. Subscribe and
subscribe
and review
to the
it.
iTunes.
Your phone says podcast.
It's on the yeah, it does. I swear, it's
podcast
on there. It's like
app.
somewhere on the an obscure page there.
All right, I'm gonna look that. I'm gonna figure that out later.
But also the RyanShow.net also has. If you really want to go through the episodes, that also has it as well.
No,
RyanShow.net.
I was talking to us about that earlier. There's no visual to it, right?
There's
other than being there.
Actually, shout out to Hostage
Yeah,
Media.
Hostage
Finally,
Media,
this week,
I
brought on a video game. We have all this crazy stuff happening, and everybody just sees it through pictures. But another reason I think the show does blow up is the Instagram account. As crazy as it sounds, like I haven't paid for any followers, but people see what's going on right through the pictures. So people from Queens want to go there and check it out. The hashtags actually help too. The hashtag New York City Hip Hop. Yeah. You pinpoint it. You can actually.
It's great.
You definitely can. You pinpoint them hashtags is a real corner too.
Yeah, hashtags keep it game.
Yeah, you gotta hit the right ones.
Hashtag Lost Boyz. Shouts to the Lost Boyz. And then Unsung that just passed. Sunday, April 22nd. Hope you saw it. Hope you tuned in. And it was just dope. I just had to shout that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, shout out.
Well, Ryan Show, man, like you said, okay, that was the worst of times. What was the peak? What was the mountaintop? The best.
Still climbing.
Time? Still climbing?
Still
Well, so far,
yeah.
what's the...
Yesterday, probably.
Yesterday?
Like doing the Jack Thriller and then going to that show where like the other day Capone and Flush and Cheeks were all just on stage.
Yeah.
Just with a live band, just, freestyling, rapping, doing their verses and shit.
Wow. Yeah.
And that shit's crazy just to see all of them together on the stage like that. Like, the show we brought together. We did this shit in our friend's sushi restaurant in the Hamptons.
I like the movement of I don't want to just call them old school rappers, but yeah, they're old school rappers.
But it's good rap though.
It's like they teamed up again and created a union, and they're like moving everywhere together.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? I like it. Yeah.
So quick question off the subject real quick. How do you feel about the new rap versus the old rap? I mean, I know there's no comparison really, but what do you really feel about the new rap right now?
Should we be political about this, Dave?
If I'm in the club drunk and lit, it'll nod my head to it. But like when I'm in my car, it's not what I'm listening to.
Okay.
Like my playlist, that's not what I'm listening to. I may check out what's new. Listen to a lot of Lost Boyz, a lot of like early Jay-Z in the 90s, New York, very heavy into the 90s, New York.
Strictly hip hop? What else?
I listen to pretty much strictly hip hop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He really, this is him. He's always been this whole like. Mind you, he's also the star athlete back in high school. He was one of the best high school basketball players. East End Long Island.
I mean, I listen to like Sublime shit like that.
Right.
Definitely all hip hop.
Right. These dudes got bars. Ooh, do they have bars? Freestyle bars. It's not easy to freestyle. I know. Nah. They impressed me each and every Monday too. At Tavern. Shouts to D2 in the building.
Yeah. That's right. Well, that's another good thing about the show. We usually have a live band, or we have DJ K Bliss. Shout out to K Bliss too.
She's the best. House
she's
DJ,
the best house DJ.
Ryan Show DJ K Bliss.
She's good.
Week after week, she kills it.
But we put instrumentals on. We have all these up and coming artists that perform, but they can get up and cipher. And who knows? You could have someone like Cheeks grab the mic. You could have someone like Flush get in. Capone got in, and that's where like that whole shit started.
Yeah.
And just back and forth, everybody, like some old school little cipher shit.
I like this. I might have to inquire a little bit more behind the scenes.
About the Ryan Show. Yeah, next Monday. Maybe we pull up.
Yeah, pull up.
Before the...
Oh, so it's before.
It starts, but they're rocking while y'all are rocking. So.
It's an all night. It's like at 8 o'clock, the doors open.
Oh, so like 8? So I can get there by like 8 and then shoot over. But this Monday, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be in the studio somewhere, probably in Manhattan. So I'll probably have to catch the following Monday. Definitely.
Yeah, we're trying to lock in maybe next Try the Godson City.
Okay. Next Monday?
Yeah, not this one, the next one.
Yesterday
So
was
that's
definitely
perfect.
Yeah. We met a lot of people yesterday at Jack Thriller's
Jack
show.
Thriller. Shout out to Jack Thriller and Capone for having us on.
Jack
Party
Wade.
and bullshit.
Jack Wade's
Yeah.
cool.
Also, you locked up a lot of a lot of interviews you guys
some
got.
good stuff.
That's what's up.
Good stuff we got in the
Jack
works.
Quay was in the building. Shout out to
Yeah,
Jack Quay,
shout out.
man.
Jack Wade's great. And who is that? Who else do we got? Capone, as always. Capone's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
Capone's a great dude.
definitely.
He's the best.
So, do we get any bars or anything? Or nah, it's just
Hamptons Dave. I'm his hype man.
Dave. Can you do it like that in this type of atmosphere? Can you
Just spit
yeah?
with a beat or just no?
Turn up? I mean, we can do the beat thing, but we could not do the beat thing too.
Yeah, I
You
do.
gotta
I
kick
do
it
like
off.
that acapella flow.
Yeah.
You gonna kick it off?
Oh, this is all you, Hamptons.
All you Hamptons.
He's well
Ryan
versed
got
in
bars
this.
too. Don't
Ryan's got bars.
You gotta find
I
me.
have no bars.
Hey yo, Dave.
One day I'll do it.
We need to be saved.
Nah. Give you something.
Right.
Nah, fuck this.
Oh.
Coming through. I'm in the basement.
Oh.
The game needs a change. They say Dave's the facelift.
Ooh.
Nah, fuck that. Bathing with them apes. Yeah, you see me shooting shit. I be loved like it's grape. Soda. I'm over. Cooking. Stovetop hot. Fuck this when I'm rhyming off the top. Nah, we coming back. Nah, fuck that.
Go ahead, Ryan.
That was good, bro. It was just fucking him.
Yeah,
Listen.
freestyling. That's
One
how
day you
you
get a few more drinks in me. You'll
Yeah.
see.
Right, you
Monday
gotta see
night.
Yeah, I know how that
right,
goes.
Monday
Get the Henny
night
in
with the
me.
cipher, not a
And plus,
battle, a cipher.
It's under the influence of Mr. Cheeks. That's what gets me going. Shout out to Mr. Cheeks once again.
Yeah, more about that real quick. More about that. Because when I saw Cheeks with the Ryan show out of the blue, like it was so crazy that it worked. So since then, I mean, would you get a burst of ideas? Like what happened? How I know it helped, but how? Like
How to bring Mr. Cheeks? I guess you could say the legend of the Lost Boyz,
Yeah.
the LB fam in general. Like, there's nothing more supportive. Like, shout out to all of the people that got us to where we are right now, where we're actually behind the scenes. It's really LB fam
Yo.
at this point.
Shout out D2
running this-
Uncle.
D2 is
The
mentoring.
Yep.
I'm on road trips with these guys every weekend and they're getting me used to the road life.
Yeah.
And it's something that you do have to get used to. So
Yeah.
I see what's going on. It's definitely a good thing. It's
Pretty
these guys
tame.
are the best.
It's not too crazy, right though?
Oh, no.
Roll with cheeks.
Oh no, you
could only seen the worst and the best. But yo,
So yeah,
man.
it's definitely. But how does he help? Besides that, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's the entertainer, as they say.
Right.
He's more than just a legendary rapper.
And he got us in and kind of introduced us, and now is letting us like he's still there, he's still cheeks, still.
He's kind of
still-
floating
yeah.
around, like,
Yeah.
because that's how it is. Very free flowing now. You know, we have the interviews and the musical performances and the comedic performances all intertwined. So we have
Mm. We got another
interviews.
big comedian coming on too.
Yep, that's
on
right.
BET. Oh, what's
Yep, yep, yep.
Nemo,
We got Nemo Williams.
Nemo Williams? Yeah, he
And
was
he's
on
hilarious.
Jack. Yeah, he was on Jack. BET and
Do
shit.
you guys do any stand up any kind of?
No, I mean essentially we do sit down
Yeah,
comedy.
it's like
Yes,
that's
right?
what the
And
show
we-
is now.
yeah,
Sit
sitting
down,
there.
but I've never like done an actual stand up bit.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I get the impression that
He's a socialite, and
you're
I'm
social-
I'm,
and you're not.
I'm a sushi chef.
Yeah,
I guess when it comes down to it.
he's the brains, and I'm just out there as the turn up.
Oh, okay.
I'm a jack of all
Yeah.
trades. Whatever I need to do, I can do. Except I'm not a promoter. I'm so tired of it. Everyone that calls us promoters, no, we're far from that. We have a platform.
Right.
Nothing against promoters.
Right.
We like to work with promoters. But to all the venues out there, yes, there are other nights in the week as well. We're thinking of other big things. We're trying to plan some bigger shows out as well.
Okay.
Some bigger venues. Now that summer's coming,
Yeah.
not just out in the Hamptons, but out here
Right.
in New York as well.
Okay.
So, if you're listening out there in New York City, it's well worth taking the ride out to the Hamptons to one of our giant mansion parties that we're going to be throwing this summer.
Here we go. The game.
Oh, definitely let me know about that.
We got a
Royal
I
celebrity.
gotta
Flush
schedule
concert.
my day
Yeah.
off.
We've got a Royal Flush concert on May 28th, Friday, May 28th.
Okay.
Memorial Day weekend. That's at 10 o'clock at Old Stove Pub
Right.
in
Shout out to
Bridgehampton.
Old Stove,
Shout
yeah.
out to Old Stove Pub.
Mm.
And yeah, that's definitely going to be sick.
Yeah.
Shout out to Isaiah, the guy. Isaiah, his buddy on that track with him, that new track
Okay.
on Hot 97.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right,
That's the
all right.
largest borough.
You said Queens the largest borough?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that posted. Somewhere. Yeah, hold on, wait. Is Queens? I thought Brooklyn was the largest borough.
Nah,
Queens.
Queens is.
That's
Yeah.
more than me. Okay, shout out to Queens.
What's wrong with him?
Two airports.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Brooklyn's got buildings, dog.
Calm
Brooklyn's
down,
got buildings,
too.
man.
I didn't know. I thought
And the
Brooklyn.
Barclay, that's it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what Brooklyn got right there.
And Hamptons
Yeah.
Dave.
Shout out to Brooklyn, man. I was born in
And
Brooklyn, raised in
Hamptons
Queens.
Dave, that's right.
Mets.
I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. I call it the Beans. Brooklyn, Queens, you call it the Beans. Yo, the Ryan Show was on the Stress Free Radio Show, so we the Ryan Free Show, the Stress Ryan. No, not the Ryan Free Show. Well, that's what we are today. The Ryan Free Show, the Ryan Show meets the Stress Free Radio Show, and it was a pleasure having you guys on
Thank
here,
you.
man.
Honored
Yo,
to be here.
Yeah, honor that.
give these people all your information. Talk to your sponsors, all the people that you want to. You know,
First thing I want to let everyone know is very important is Miso Ginger Tea. It's absolutely wonderful. It cures just about everything, and you can order it directly through us. But take a look further at our Instagram to look into that. How's that for a sponsor? We love Miso.
We love me so. She's a sweetheart. She was at the last show.
Yeah,
She
Okay.
came. She's
Wonderful.
like,
Say that again. Love me what? So?
Me too.
it's miso. It's a
Miso, she's
ginger tea. It's like a herbal ginger tea. She's like a old. Where
I'm gonna
she?
need
She's
some of
an
that.
old
That just
Korean.
sounds good.
She's
that
a Korean.
escaped
Yeah.
tyranny over in another country.
That
She
escaped-
has a legendary
She
story. She's
concocted,
epic. She's an epic woman.
And this is where? Out in the Hamptons?
Out in the Hamptons. But she actually drove all the way to Queens with her daughter.
She came
so
on
it
our
was
show,
great.
yeah.
Brought little crates of ginger tea. It
Oh,
really is.
yeah?
It's a wonderful thing. She's a true entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy those
We
ginger
had her.
teas.
Imagine her. We had her and Miso. She like 75,
Oh man,
80,
you couldn't
jamming out to
strippers on
yup,
the
strippers
show.
on stage. Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
she's into it. She's like
See,
We
that's
used
the
to
Ryan
throw
Show.
a drinking. We used to throw a Miso drinking contest on the show.
she's
Yeah.
she's
And
used
she,
to our
yeah, she's
you know,
sponsored. She came and
belligerence.
watched the
Well, that's good.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
are the type of things that go on at the Ryan Show.
Deeply
that
rooted
people are
belligerence.
talking about.
But Instagram at Hamptons Dave.
Hamptons Dave.
At
Follow
Hamptons Dave. At Hamptons Dave.
At Mr. Cheeks LB Mafia.
Right, not LB Fan.
Once again,
No.
yes, LB Mafia. The other guy is a trickster. He's out there tricking
A
people. He's trying to get money out of people too. He's
Yeah.
trying to strong arm Mr.
Yeah.
Cheeks. He's trying to strong arm me. He's trying to
Actually,
get
says
me to,
fan page. He puts fan page on.
he's got like 30 fan pages.
Oh,
Yep,
man.
Yep, he does.
It's copycatters.
Yep. The
At
vultures.
Hamptons Dave.
Yes.
At
Yeah,
the Ryan
vultures.
Show.
Yeah, vultures.
But and at the Ryan Show.
Right.
That's
I
it.
can't forget that one, at the Ryan Show.
At
And
the
that'll give you
Ryan Show.
updates on everything we have going on. There's always all types of flyers. We're looking for employees right now, drivers, social media assistants. We'll pay you absolutely nothing. But you'll get to hang out with
That's
us.
good.
roll
That's
up.
good stuff.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way you talk to them. You know what I mean? That's how you build yourself up.
Exactly.
You get to
You know what
be
I mean?
along for the ride.
You get to
Exactly.
figure out how you could make your own money in them.
If you're smart, you'll inquire with them.
You know what I mean?
You build off it. You invest your time. You find your
Me and
niche.
Digital talked
and then-
about that the other day. People, you get down with someone that makes all that money, and
Mhm.
these people are lost when it stops coming in because they
Right.
don't do their own shit with
Right.
it.
Exactly. Wise words.
Yep.
You heard? So, that's how we doing it. Stress Free Radio Show with the Ryan Show.
Yeah.
Clap it up for him.
Shout out to the Ryan Show.